Hi guys, so quick review here over one solution, infinitely many solutions, and no solutions. So remember guys, whenever we say like one solution, what does one solution mean? It means that only one number will satisfy the equation. Okay, so like whatever answer we get, so x equals whatever we get, that's the only solution that would work for this equation. Okay, so for example, let's see if I can change pins here and make it a little bit clearer. So only one number will satisfy the equation. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. So again, when we're solving these, you must simplify first if you can. So in this case, I can by doing my distributive property on both sides of my equal sign. So 3 times 2x is 6x. 3 times 4 is 12. Over here, 6 times 5 is 30x. And then 6 times 2 is 12. And then your next step is to move all x's to one side. So since there's more x's over here, I'm going to move the 6x over with the 30x. And when I do that, I'm going to be left with just 12 over here on the left. A 30x minus a 6x is a 24x. And then I still have another plus 12 over here. And then as soon as you move your x's to one side, it should just be a basic equation from there. So to get x by itself, I'm going to move this 12 by subtracting it on both sides. 12 minus 12 is 0, so I'm going to have a 0 there, and then I'm still going to have a 24x because these 12s will cancel as well because that is also 0. And then your last step to get x by itself is to divide by that 24 on both sides. So 0 divided by 24 is 0. So the only solution to this equation is 0. If you were to plug in any other number, it would not make a true statement. Okay? And then you could check that by plugging 0 back into the equation and then seeing if it does make a true statement or not. Okay? When you have infinite solutions, remember infinitely many solutions mean that any number will satisfy the equation. So no matter what number you plug into this equation for all the x's, it will make a true statement. So again, first thing I'm going to do is simplify by doing my distributive property on both sides. So 3 times x is 3x, 3 times 1 is 3, and then I still have a plus 1 and a plus 2x over here. And then on the right side, a 2 times a 2x is a 4x, 2 times 2 is 4, and then I still have my plus x here. Now notice how I can keep simplifying because I have like terms on the same side. So over here I have a 3x and a 2x, so that would become 5x. And then I also have two constants. I have a 3 and a positive 1. So 3 plus 1 is 4. So that took care of the left side. And then the only thing on the right side here that I can combine is my 4x and my x. And remember that I could put a 1 in front of that x. So then 4x plus 1x is 5x. And then you still are left with your plus 4. Okay guys, so as soon as you get to this step and you see that your left side equals your right side, so you have 5x plus 4, 5x plus 4, that's your indicator that you will have infinitely many solutions, but you can keep solving it if you want to. So like I can move my 5x's to one side, and as you guys will see, they'll just cancel each other out. So then you're just left with 4 equals 4, okay, which means since 4 does equal 4, that means that you have infinitely many solutions, or we also say that that means that's all real numbers. So no matter what number you plug in for x, it's going to create a true statement. Okay? And then your last one, so what does it mean to have no solution? That means no number will satisfy the equation. Okay, so an example of this, again, I'm going to have to simplify first. So on the left side, I'm going to combine like terms. So an 8x minus a 10x is a negative 2x. And then I still have a plus 3. Over here on the right, I have a negative 2 times x, which is a negative 2x. Negative 2 times a negative 2, which is a positive 4. And then I still have my plus 3 at the end. On my right side, I can still simplify by adding my 4 and my 3 together because those are constants. So I'm going to have negative 2x plus 3 on the left and a negative 2x plus 7 on the right. Again, guys, as soon as you see same coefficients, different constants, that's your indicator that you'll have no solution. And you can keep solving if you want. So if I were to add or move my x's to one side, a negative 2x and a positive 2x are going to cancel each other out. So all that we're going to be left with is 3 equals 7. And as we know, that is not a true statement. So if you are left with not a true statement, that means that your answer is no solutions. So there's no number that would make that equation true. Okay? So just know your rules. So one solution is when you have different coefficients. Doesn't matter if you have the same constants, okay, but you just need different coefficients. Infinitely many solutions, you have same coefficient, same constant. And no solution, you have same coefficient, different constant. Okay? So that is just a quick review, so let me know if you have any questions.